Sea of Stars. I hear that it is Chrono Trigger inspired, but I haven't played that game, so I can't attest to that. But Chrono Cross was one of my favorite games ever. Probably one of the games that really made me fall in love with gaming, with the soundtrack and art style and the characters and everything like that. I'll get into that in a future video, but I do plan on playing at least the DS remake of Chrono Trigger. People consider it a classic, and I think what Sea of Stars has in common with it is it's not random enemy encounters. You have to like bump into the enemies on the overworld. Each little encounter like a different combination of enemies you haven't seen together to make them all be like a little puzzle almost. They were really going there for the story. You know, they're really trying with the world design and the characters. They wanted really to make you feel about the characters and stuff like that. Probably like to a higher degree than like the Final Fantasy 1 through 6 games that I just played. Like they're really trying to make you care about the story. I mean, they did a good job. They probably did about as good as you can do, but they're just little sprites on the screen talking. Like, it's not really going to do it for me at the end of the day, but you know, it's pretty good. What I appreciated about it is that it was like in that 25-hour range, which is nice because when you think of a game like this, your expectations are more like 40 hours or more. It didn't really overstay its welcome. I thought every new like chapter, every new area, whatever you want to call it, was very distinct in the terms of the visual design, in terms of some of the platforming they had you do or little puzzle solving they had you do. The combat was always kind of samey, but you would find different characters who had different types of abilities, or you could do different types of combos with them and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, because I put the difficulty on like 30% higher, I had to conserve all of my mana and stuff just to use on healing spells. So I didn't really get to like experiment too much. I think there was even moves that I never even really tried for some of the characters because I just had to dedicate my mana to healing. So maybe it would have been more fun but less difficult for me to just be doing moves all the time. I don't know. Towards the beginning it was almost like Dark Souls in a way, where I had to try to reach that next campsite to replenish. Like you could cook at a campsite and you could hold up to 10 pieces of food that will regenerate your health or your mana. And it was almost like having the flasks in like a Dark Souls game. But eventually I got better at the combat, or the combat got a little easier. Eventually it didn't feel quite so hectic getting to the next campsite. But there were times towards the beginning where I was like, oh shit, like this is hard. You know what I'm saying? And that would have been cool if it sustained itself. It felt more like enemies were just like health sponges more than that it was really challenging. The platforming was actually very impressive. And like I said, I just replayed the classic Final Fantasy games. Not that this is a like for like comparison, but they're pretty close, obviously. But the addition of not just moving through an area, just like going in a straight line through an area, but platforming through the area, doing some climbing or having like a grapple hook to shoot across gaps and solving little puzzles to open paths to get through. That actually really does add to the experience. Like I probably like that more than the combat. So I enjoyed it. Sea of Stars, it was a cool little game.